Why am I
Question
here?
1185. Could you push the button to nuke another country if something along the lines of Pearl Harbour happened to your country?
No.
No.
I don't think you need the caveat of the second part of the question. I'll just go with yes.
No, because I need more information. I need to know, like, was this a red herring? Did they paint the plane?
Wait a minute. What do you mean you need more information? You can't say you need more information.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. You wrote the fucking question.
That is triggered. I've never heard him get so excited.
I get into trouble for not putting enough information in the question.
Wow. What happened there?
Who's shitting your fucking Cheerios?
Dave, do you have a thing about Pearl Harbour? What just happened?
Gosh.
Right, okay, I'm assuming the reason that the question writer put it this way was that Pearl Harbour was bombed in the same way it was during the Second World War. Dropping the bombs would save thousands, potentially millions of your own countrymen. Rather than it being a preemptive strike on your part. Or even a responsive strike. Go on.
Who wrote this question?
Lone Wanderer. And I apologise. I normally don't like to put people. I normally don't like to give people the questions they've written, but she's given me a lot of questions recently.
To be honest, this is gonna get you so many subscribers, Dave, because that's literally the most excited we've ever seen you.
So long as I get some fucking subs for it.
I find it slightly weird that you get subs for falling off your bowl and having an orgasm about Pearl Harbour. That's weird.
Oh God.
It's not about Pearl Harbour. That's not the point. Never again.
It's a qualifying example though.
Yes. Never Again says, well, I think pushing the button would ensure the end of the modern world, so no. Nikki says, yes, I would. Sorry, but I would. Flow State, I'm right wing, so yes. Harmonica Man says, I would push that fucker hard. Infinite Muir says, but we didn't have so many nukes back there. Nikki, that says, but I'm a bitch.
So are you asking, would we, given that particular technological time or the current technological time?
That is the same scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have the hindsight is 2020 advantage here.
I don't think that having hindsight is the relevant point. The relevant point is that how many of your countrymen are going to die if you don't.
Okay. Well, I'm in the U.S. right now. We have about 100 times the amount of people dead from the coronavirus as Pearl Harbor. So I'm kind of at a moral dilemma kind of thing because blowing up another country where I have a country that doesn't really care about my own. Because we're about to reach World War II level death in my country.
This
They
is
estimated,
basically...
I believe, if I recall correctly, and someone please tell me wrong, I believe they estimated that to win the war, to end the Second World War without nuclear weapons, would have killed over 2 million Americans.
I'm sure.
That probably would have been the case.
Yeah.
But then, and so it's like but I'm still in a position where I have people that think that wasn't so bad, the World War II and the Nazis and all that. And
That's weird.
It's like the Nazis, were they actually a thing? I don't know. So it's like where I live, I pass by so many Trump Pence signs just going to get my groceries. I don't even feel safe putting a Biden Harris sign in my yard. So it's like, it's really difficult for me to go, we haven't learned is my answer.
It's a play on the old rail track thing, isn't it?
To some degree, it is. It is to some degree a trolley problem.
It is a trolley problem, but the trolley problem is if I go and I do the thing, later on people didn't learn, did it really matter? So it's just it didn't, did it really matter because they're turning on their own anyway, and we're killing more people right now than we're coming up on World War II. So it's kind of like I'm at a dilemma going, do I go and bomb an entire other country knowing that that's going to affect them for the next 50 to 60 years with the radiation? Or do I, knowing that nobody's going to learn from that in my country?
Well, oddly enough, Never Again says that doesn't mean I wouldn't blow the crap out of them, but with less than nukes.
This is a really tricky one.
There's other options. Yeah, there's other options.
This is one of those tricky human dilemmas because with hindsight, we know the outcome.
Right, exactly.
But at the time, would you have done the thing? And absolutely, I would not have done the thing. And I'm talking about World War II. I would never have done that. But it worked out good in the end. So
I would have to find out what the long-term effects would be. And at the time, I'm not certain that they knew with the Manhattan Project what the long-term effect would be. Because they hadn't done it yet, So
do I get the button?
Do you get the button? No, you have to give the order.
Oh, I give the order. I like this. Okay.
That's better, is it, than having the button? Yandiri said, yes, I will yeet that button. Black Sofa says, I will never push the button. Infinite Mio says, so a small bomb goes off in our country doesn't constitute a nuclear retaliation. Not generally, no. But like I said, this is why the circumstances are very specific. Never Again says, my karate teacher was a survivor of those bombs when he was a child.
So you're looking at also innocent people that didn't have anything to do with that. There's a very interesting film by Hayao Miyazaki, and he's an anime.
Oh, don't mention that movie. Don't mention that movie. It's going to make me cry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't even say it. Don't even say
Okay,
it. Every time at the end of that, I'm just like, oh my god, he was getting food and then she dies.
Oh my god, yeah. So the person who developed the technology just for the kamikaze planes, and it touches on a bit of what they were going through. So it's hard to make that call because not all of Japan was on board with that. So it's there's so much nuance there. I don't know that I could push that button. I would try to exhaust every other possible way. I really wouldn't have waited so late to join the war, to be quite honest. I wouldn't have waited so late if I was in charge. I would have been sending people over there.
I think this is the best question ever.
So it's just, my grandfather fought in that war and got a Silver Star for saving the lives of 7 different men. And he wasn't recognized until the 70s.
Wow.
I know. He got a parade and everything. It was cool.
This is one of these surreal moments where we're all talking about things that we understand. In our heads, we all have the same internal dilemmas. And there's a tremendous film, I can't remember what it's called, where literally a stranger turns up at the door, here is the button. Do you want to press it?
The monkey's paw. That's similar to the monkey's paw.
And do you press it or do you not? Because if you press it, a lot of people are going to die.
But then you get all these positive things happening.
But your life will be good.
Yeah.
That was a terrific film. I need to remember what it's called. It's not called what you just said.
Yeah, it's similar to that. I do have a little bit of trivia for people who didn't know. The Pearl Harbor, the Pearl Harbor monument that was built in Hawaii was funded by Elvis Presley, and he would not let anybody know that until after he died.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
It really isn't.
You can look it up. Google is your friend Stool.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who used to do the Elvis Presley Graceland tours. She gave me so much information. And I'm actually on a documentary about
Elvis. Red hair and she practiced scientism.
Oh, no. I'm putting
we're going. Next question.
Oh, fucking please. No.
Fair enough, man.
When is it?
When is what?
The documentary.
Oh, it was a while ago. It was aired on TV in the U.S. I don't even know. I don't even remember the name of it.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Right. Next question. Wait, no! Math Pig, would you press the button?
Yes, I was the first person to answer. I also put in that you wouldn't need the caveat of the last bit.
You wouldn't need the caveat. Manda, button.
Oh, what was the question again?
Would you nuke Japan if Pearl Harbor happened?
No.
No. Let's see.
This is totally something that you need for your show, Dave.
What's that?
Do a sexy graphic and give us all a button each.
I have already done a thing with a button and a quiz. I actually have. Right, this show that we have done for now over 6 months was a quick hack together for a quiz show that I have already done. I've made it all so that you all have buttons and press buttons and answer questions, and they're sane questions with answers. I just never got around to actually doing the quiz show because we did this.
Okay.
Next question.
Yes.
So, just to be precise, we get to see Mel press her big button.
Oh my God. Next question.
You have to infiltrate her dreams for that. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.